Hey YouTube, happy Tuesday! So, this is another exciting episode of Fashion Forward, and today, since tomorrow is Halloween, we are going to have a Halloween-themed Fashion Forward, and I'm going to be talking to you today about how to do really awesome and unique costumes, because it doesn't all have to be slutty cats, and slutty nurses, and slutty witches, and slutty police officers, and everything else. You can actually have a lot of fun being creative and actually kind of coming up with concepts that are sexy, but also a little bit different than your average, slutty something. So, let's get this started. I have a few examples here from my own actual personal collection of Halloween costumes over the last couple of years. So, I am a huge fan of history, and one of the things that I thought was super cool was the idea of going for Halloween as a historical character. So I picked Marie Antoinette, and you can see it's got the pretty sleeves, it's got all the details. It is very, very short, so I had a big poofy black crinoline, and they always say that the devil is in the details, so I went out to find matching underwear to go underneath it, because just in case you do end up showing a little bit more than you intend to, it's always good to color coordinate. So you can definitely look for things like a Marie Antoinette costume and go for kind of a historical figure look, and you still get the whole sex appeal thing, because let's face it, what's more sexy than the decadent princess that got her head cut off? And actually she was a queen when that happened. But yeah, so Marie Antoinette or historical figures, always a fun way to go, and you can find a lot of really unique and beautiful and colorful costumes that you can kind of make them a little bit more classy or a little bit more naughty, depending on what your mood is, but you're certainly not limited. The next sort of option came out of a bag set. It is this lovely slinky number. It fits like a second skin, literally, and that would be because it is Medusa. It is the Medusa costume. It came in the bag. It's got the snakes and stuff in here. I haven't actually ever worn this costume before. I loved that it's a shimmery pattern, and the great thing about this dress is that it's not, like, there's no snakes on the actual dress itself, which means that you're not limited to Medusa. You could easily turn this into a woodland princess, or a fairy, or pretty much anything, because right now it's just the shimmery, pretty fabric. It only turns into Medusa if you do the headpiece with the snakes. So, that is a really great way of having a unique costume that can be used as more than one costume, and again, if you do just want the simple thing, it comes in a bag with the actual props. And the final piece that I have here, I found this dress for $10 in Winners of all places. I don't know if anywhere else besides Canada has Winners, but it's really hit or miss. And it's like a red leather dress with zippers all over it. And I used this last year, and I literally transformed it with a little bit of glitter and some stick-on jewels, so that the dress itself now becomes a superhero costume. And although it wasn't an actual superhero or a traditional superhero, it did get a lot of great reviews. The dress looked super hot on, and because I had the accessories that had the little bits and pieces to them, I didn't actually have to do anything to the dress itself, which is great because if I ever decide that I want to just wear it on a particularly adventurous night out, I am totally free to do that without looking like a attempt at a creative superhero. So, those are three really great options for how you can yourself create a fantastic Halloween costume. So again, you can just grab one piece and then add the details on. You can buy the whole pre-made set and just go from there, or you can get something that you can kind of play around with in terms of the look and dress up and dress down. And the really great thing about Halloween costumes is that they aren't just for Halloween anymore. People throw all kinds of exciting parties all throughout the year that require costumes, and, not to get too naughty, but they are also fun if you want to spice things up in your personal life, or your private personal life, to have costumes around if you ever want to experiment with that. So, those are just a couple of great suggestions for Halloween costumes that are a little bit more than just the traditional options that you see in the Halloween costume stores. What are some awesome and unique costumes that you've either seen or have worn? You can reply in the comments down below. You can make a video response showing us your costume. You can also like and subscribe because there's always more fun fashion stuff going on on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And until I see you next, keep your best fashion forward, and I'll see you later.